Congratulations on the purchase of your new Tennant S9 floor sweeper. With proper use and care, your machine's highly efficient cleaning systems will perform well for many years to come. This operator training video will help you better understand how to prepare your machine for use, sweep your floors, and care for your machine so you get the longest life and best performance from your floor sweeper. Safety. It is the operator's responsibility to operate the machine safely. The safety labels that appear on the machine indicate important information you need to be aware of when operating the machine. The operator should read and fully understand the operator's manual before operating the machine. How the sweeping systems work. When propelling the sweeper forward with the side brushes lowered, debris is moved into the path of the main brushes. The main brushes throw debris into the hopper to effectively clean your dirty floors. Your machine is equipped with a vacuum fan and filter system. As the machine is sweeping, the vacuum fan draws dust-laden air from the debris hopper through the dust filter, and clean air is then exhausted from the machine. Controls and instrumentation. Your machine is equipped with a battery that powers the brushes, the vacuum fan, and provides power to propel the machine. A key switch turns the machine's power on and off. Turn the switch to turn on the power and to turn it off. There are 3 buttons that allow the operator to choose the correct brush and vacuum fan settings for your conditions. From left to right, the first button turns on the main brushes, the side brushes, and the vacuum fan. The second button turns on only the main brushes and the side brushes. The third button turns on only the main brushes and the vacuum fan. To the right of these buttons is the hour meter and battery charge display. The battery charge indicator reflects the amount of charge remaining in the battery. As the battery discharges, the battery indicator bars will turn off from right to left. The levers on the front of the control panel allow you to lower and raise the side brushes. Move the right lever down and to the right to lower the right side brush, and move the lever to the left and up to raise the right side brush. Move the left lever down and to the left to lower the left side brush, and move the lever to the right and up to raise the left side brush. Your machine is self-propelled. When you move the propelling bale toward the handle, the machine will start to move forward. The further you move the bale, the faster the machine will propel. As the machine travels forward, the brushes remove debris from the floor and throw it into the hopper. Before operating the machine. Prior to operating the machine, there are checks that need to be completed to make sure your machine is ready to clean. Move the dust filter cleaning handle back and forth a few times to clean the filter. Next, lift the hopper locking lever and then remove and empty the hopper. Remove any wire, string, or twine that may have become wrapped around the side brushes. Adjust the rear main brush if required. Note: adjusting the rear main brush is explained later in this video. Next, slide the hopper into the machine and the locking lever will automatically engage. Check maintenance records to determine maintenance requirements. Cleaning with your machine. Before cleaning with your machine, manually pick up oversized debris, wire, string, twine, or any other debris that could become wrapped around or tangled in the brushes. Next, position the control handle to a comfortable working position. To do this, use the handle lock lever on the left side of the control handle. To release the handle lock, pull outward on the lever and then position the handle. To lock the handle in place, push inward on the lever. Next, turn the key switch on, confirm the battery is charged, and then choose one of 3 sweeping options. Sweeping with the main brushes, side brushes, and the vacuum on. Sweeping with only the main brushes and the side brushes on. Or sweeping with only the main brushes and the vacuum on. If the side brushes are being used, lower them to the working position. As the machine travels forward, the brushes remove debris from the floor and throw it into the hopper. Emptying and cleaning the machine. When your cleaning is finished, the machine needs to be emptied and cleaned. For safety, before leaving or servicing the machine, stop on a level surface. If the side brushes were used, raise them to the up and locked position. Next, turn off the power by turning the key switch to off. To clean the filter, move the filter cleaning lever back and forth a few times. Then remove and empty the hopper by lifting the hopper locking lever and sliding the hopper backwards from the machine. Empty the hopper into a suitable container. Note: the sweeper should never be parked with a full hopper. While the hopper is out of the machine, you can inspect the dust filter. If the filter needs to be removed for cleaning or replacement, move the two retaining levers to the unlocked position and lower the filter assembly. Then you can remove the filter from the filter retainer. Note: there is a decal on the filter showing the direction of airflow. The correct airflow direction is from the hopper, through the filter, and into the vacuum fan. It is important that you install the filter into the machine correctly with the arrow pointing up. After cleaning or replacing the filter, reverse the disassembly operation to install the dust filter assembly, secure it with the retaining levers, and reinstall the hopper. Adjusting the rear main brush. The front main brush doesn't normally touch the floor, so unless it is damaged, it will not need to be replaced as often as the rear main brush. To adjust the rear main brush, first turn the key switch to the off position. The adjustment system for the rear main brush is under the battery compartment cover. The cover is held closed by a bolt under the machine behind the front caster wheel. After the bolt is removed, open the cover and rest it on the handle assembly. The rear main brush adjustment mechanism is on the right-hand side of the battery compartment. To adjust it, loosen the lower thumb nut and turn the upper thumb nut either counterclockwise to lower the rear main brush or clockwise to raise the brush. The front brush is stationary with a setting even with the floor. The rear brush should be adjusted to have approximately 1/2 inch or 500 millimeters of bristles in contact with the floor. Note: when a new rear brush is installed, the brush pressure adjustment mechanism should be set to the 3rd or 4th brush adjustment notch from the top. Once adjusted, lower the thumb nut and tighten it to lock the adjustment mechanism in place. Then lower the battery compartment cover. Reinstall and secure the cover retaining bolt. Replacing the main brushes. To remove and replace a main brush, first turn the key switch to the off position. Remove the battery compartment cover retaining bolt from under the machine behind the front caster assembly and open the battery compartment cover. Disconnect the battery cables and the battery retaining strap. Remove the battery from the machine and close the battery compartment cover. Position the control handle upward and remove the debris hopper. Use the control handle to tip the machine on its back for access to the main brushes. Each main brush consists of 2 split shells with bristles. 6 screws join the split shells together. Rotate a brush until 3 of the threaded screws on the brush become visible, and loosen or remove the screws. Rotate the brush until the other 3 screws are visible and loosen or remove them. Remove the brush split shells from the shaft and, if required, clean the bearings and shaft. Install 2 new brush split shells, aligning the square recesses of the brush with the square shaft, and secure them with the 6 screws. Tighten the screws until there is no longer a gap between the brush split shells. Repeat the previous steps if replacement of the other main brush is required. Note: when a new rear brush is installed, the brush pressure adjustment mechanism should be set to the 3rd or 4th brush adjustment notch from the top. Lower the machine onto its wheels, install and secure the battery, connect the battery cables, and close the cover. Then install and secure the battery compartment cover retaining bolt. Side brush information. The side brushes provide a wider sweeping path and allow you to clean next to walls and racks. To change a side brush, first stop the machine and raise the side brush. Next, turn the key switch to the off position. To remove a side brush, unscrew the thumb screw in the center of the side brush and pull the brush downward. To install a side brush, align it with the positioning pins on the brush drive hub. Install and secure the thumb screw removed earlier. Repeat this procedure for the other side brush. Charging the battery. To prolong the life of the battery, recharge it only if the machine was used for a total of 30 minutes or more. Do not leave a battery discharged for lengthy periods. To charge the battery, first park the machine on a flat, dry surface. If the machine is powered on, turn the key switch to the off position. The next step is to plug the charger's AC power cord into a properly grounded receptacle. The supplied charger will automatically begin charging and shut off when the battery is fully charged. When the battery is discharged, the red charger indicator light will be on. As the battery charges, the yellow light will turn on, and then the green light will turn on when the battery is fully charged. Performing the daily operational checks, making needed adjustments, and following the proper operating procedures for your Tennant floor sweeper will ensure that it will perform in top condition throughout its useful lifetime. You will find it cleans better, has fewer maintenance issues, and effectively enhances the environment.